I want to ask you about this Associated Press story about the, Military Times. The HEXTH directs 20% cut to top military leadership positions. What's your view on that? Do you think that that's wise? Do you think that that's necessary?
Yes, I think it's absolutely both wise and necessary. And the reason being is because the senior ranks of our military have swollen over the last several decades, and really for no purpose, right? We're at peacetime, we're not at war. We have created a bunch of administrative overhead that does not need to exist. It causes both confusion, inefficiency, and increased costs for Department of Defense. I think he's exactly on the right track of what he should be doing to increase the efficiency of DoD.
I want to read you two quotes from Democratic colleagues, one from Representative Seth Moulton. He's a Democrat from Massachusetts. This is what he said about it. He said, HEXTH, is creating a formal framework to fire all the generals who disagree with him and the president. It is essential that our troops understand they are getting constitutional orders, not political orders, because otherwise you don't have a democracy. Otherwise you have a military that just works well for one political party or another. And then Representative, here's Senator Jack Reid, a Democrat from Rhode Island. He is a ranking member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, who said this: I have always advocated for efficiency at the Department of Defense, but tough personnel decisions should be based on facts and analysis, not arbitrary percentages. Eliminating the positions of many of our most skilled and experienced officers without sound justification would not create, quote, efficiency in the military. It would cripple it. And he goes on to say Secretary HEXTH has shown an eagerness to dismiss military leaders without cause, and I will be skeptical of the rationale for these plans until he explains them before the Armed Services Committee. What's your response to those two?
I disagree with both of them. I think if you actually take an honest set of facts and truly analyze the situation, you've got to understand that since World War II, we haven't won a conflict in this country except for Desert Storm. And so we don't have a single military leader, we don't have a single general officer in our ranks right now that has won a conflict on behalf of the United States of America, and I think that's a really big problem. I also think that the executive branch feels like that's a very big problem, and that's exactly what President Trump and Secretary HEXTH are trying to change. We have to get winners and warriors into the ranks of the Department of Defense, and that is exactly the type of leadership that we are allowing to surface to the top of DoD leadership in constrained numbers, in constrained ranks, because we are not at war right now.